Hey guys, as you guys know, it's, that time of month when I make these kinds of videos. Not sure what I want to title this one. I'm sure I'll already have it figured out when you guys are seeing this video. But I'm filming these ahead. Yeah, so if you guys want to know, I'm currently recording this on June 14th. And as you guys see, this is probably going to be out on June 23rd, so it's been about 9 days. And around that time, I'll probably will be in Colorado, or on the way to Colorado, since we'll be driving that whole week next week. So that'll be fun, but it'll be worth it to like see friends and family and the guys and just kind of, make things feel a little bit more like normal for the amount of time that I'm there, because I'll be there for about 5 or 6 weeks. So that's exciting, but I want to address a few things, probably things I already talked about, that I might just bring up again, or might not be, or something like that. I don't know, like, because I've talked about before how, like, oh, like, I've had a realization, I've had a wake-up call, or whatever the fuck, And just, I get to the point where I'm just like, I don't know anymore, because I say these things, and yet they aren't actually true, because sometimes I just talk out, because the thing is, I feel like the last 2 years, ever since I've came back to YouTube, or like 2 or 3 years ago, or close to 3 years ago, since, it'll be 3 years in November since I came back to YouTube, but, or ever since I started making these kinds of videos, which was, like, I believe, like, somewhere in 2021, so about 2 years. I feel like ever since I've been making these kinds of videos, I feel like I've just kind of been talking down my ass. And I feel like I mentioned that last time in this video back in May, but also in that one I was talking down my ass too. Because, I don't know, I just had certain things that, like, happened in my life in, like, the span of a month, and then I tried to, I call this my monthly therapy session. But, I don't know, man. I tell myself, again, like, I try not to be too hard on myself, like, I am being truthful about that, because, like, I tell myself, I'm like, okay, I know this is a learning experience, we all gotta go through it some way, somehow, but I also tell myself, like, again, I know it's a learning experience, but at the same time, you're a fucking idiot, Like, I feel like that's kind of just, like, the relationship I have with myself, just because, I feel like we develop relationships with ourselves similar to relationships that we have that people around us, Because I feel like that's the same relationship I have with people around me, like my family, my friends, and the guys and whatnot. And I like that. Like, I like having that kind of relationship with myself. Like, like not being too mean, but being honest, But not being like, talking down to myself, even though there is times I do talk down to myself. But I feel like we all do that to ourselves. We all lack a certain self-respect for ourselves and whatnot. And I feel like it's just a normal human thing that we go through, And who knows, like, there's some variety of people that probably grow up very confident in themselves, But, I've just been thinking about a lot this past month, and one that I've been thinking about is, like, there's been a few, like, like, I've thought about, like, or if I want this main topic to be, like, one chapter ends as another begins, But I feel like I want to title this one, Hurt People, you know? Because, again, like, it's four simple words, but it explains so much, Because I feel like, because again, I was here at this point too, and, like, I never want to, like, you know, put anyone else in harm or, like, hurt anyone in any kind of way, I never intend to do that. But I feel like when people are at their lowest and, like, their insecurities get the best of them, and, like, they're like too afraid to be alone, or how they avoid so much of what they're afraid of and what scares them instead of facing it head on. I feel like those insecurities and fears can get to other people by how they respond to those fears and actions and how that affects other people, you know. And I'm guilty of it, you know. I'm sure, you know, it's not the first time I've done that kind of thing. It might not be the last because we're all human, but like, I feel like a lot of us just go along with what feels comfortable because we're too afraid to face what's difficult. And I generally feel like I'm calling myself out on that right now because, like, I'm being completely honest, I'm calling myself out on that right now. Is it hard for me to face? Yes, it is, I'll admit it, you know? Because for the longest time, ever since I moved to Florida, my number one thought was to, like, move back to Colorado. Like, okay, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna save up a fuck ton of money so I can move back, you know, where I was happy and yada yada yada. And whatever. This was like August, September, you know. And I think back on that, like, and that was like almost like a year or so ago. I'm just like, fuck, am I really that delusional? Or was I really that delusional? Am I still that delusional? Cause like, fuck. I spent so much time, or even sometimes I still do spend so much time thinking about being in Colorado instead of making the most of where I'm at, which is Florida. And reason being is because, like, I don't have people here to spend time with, you know? Like, I'm completely new here. Like, yes, I know there's a lot to do here in Florida, you know? But I'm just like, God, you know, like, lately I've just been, like, so pissed off with myself. Like, for the past month or two, I think I've just kind of been just like, you know? But also I'm not trying to be too hard on myself, kind of thing. And I guess right now I'm just trying to live with the reality that, like, things happen for a reason, and certain people aren't meant to be in your life, and some people are meant to be in your life, you know? And just, I don't know, like, I've been trying to get more into, like spiritual stuff. And I'm not talking, like, paranormal, I'm not talking about, like, that spiritual stuff, I'm talking about more of, like, of the universe. And it's something that I've been very skeptical about my whole life, if I'm being completely honest. And I've been more open to it because the more I listen to it, I feel like the more accurate it is. I'll tell myself, like, this seems really legit, and maybe I should listen. And then I'll tell this quick story. This was about 2 weeks or so ago. I felt very low, and I had a certain incident that fucking happened that destroyed me. If some of you guys are watching this that know me personally, you probably know what I'm talking about. But as far as you guys in general, it's probably best to keep it private. And if you guys have been watching the channel and actually listen to what I talk about, you guys might know what it is. But it fucking destroyed me. It knocked me on my ass. And to be honest, sometimes it still does have me on my ass, you know? So, and my sister, she has these cards for, like, readings, and we did one, and I forget what it all was, but basically, like, you place the card down, and, like, you will base off 3 cards, and then you read one card, and then go in the book, read the meaning of it, then the next, and just so on and so forth. And we did that, and basically it was just talking about, like, I know one of them has something to do with being solo, like, being, like, working on yourself, like, being on your own kind of thing, because that's what I'm needing, I guess. And then one was one that I explained of, like, setting boundaries, and that was another big one for you, because I'll say this right now, because when that happened, my sister knew exactly what it was talking about, and she was very serious when she said this too. No, I'm not gonna say what the scenario was, but But when the card was explaining, well, when the card was explaining about setting boundaries, um, she said, "Never let that happen to you ever again." And she was serious about it too, because she knew exactly what it was talking about. When she said that, I knew exactly what she was talking about. To be completely honest, when I saw that card, I knew exactly what it was talking about. So like it blew my mind, man. Like it blew my mind. Like it blew my mind, and I got like a little emotional too, because like, you know, like the world is actually talking to me, and it actually makes sense, you know. Because for a while, I felt like the world never heard me. Like after my dad died and other shit that was going on, and that in the process of that, and then COVID, and then relationship and friendship issues. You know, like I felt like the world was just completely ignoring me. When we did that, it completely made me realize that the world's always listening. You know, you just gotta be open to it. And for the longest time, 18 years of my life, I've never really actually been open to it. And I feel like that's kind of like I feel like that's the chapter in my life that's happening right now, is trying to like find wherever the hell I am, even though I do know who I am. I just need to be sure, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's very weird. And the reason I'm talking about hurt people is because like sometimes we don't intend to hurt people because of what we don't intend to, and it's based off of what we're afraid of, you know, or what has affected us in the past. We're afraid of. We just live in fear, and life is no way to live in fear. And I'm trying to learn that now. And I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite, because like I know, I know we can't live life in fear. I know that. It's just a matter, because it's not gonna happen overnight. Like you're not gonna overcome something overnight, you know. And like lately, like I've been feeling all these emotions. Like I've been like feeling depressed. I've been feeling angry. Angry's been a big one. You know, sad and depressed mainly because like, you know, people who have lost my life, that meant a lot to me. And this is my dad. You know, Father's Day. You know, it's actually coming up. It's the 14th. It's on the 18th, so Father's Day is coming up. When this is out, you know, Father's Day is already gonna be out of the way, but. But the fact that that's coming out, that's kind of, you know, hitting me a little bit, you know. But his birthday hit me hard, man. Oh god, his birthday hit me hard. It truly did. I miss him. And I also heard something about like, you know, what if, you know, what if my dad brought all of us here to Florida? You know, like what if I'm actually meant to be here, I just don't see it, you know? Like, that's something I'm asking myself right now. Like that's something that I've thought about, and like someone who has told me before, personally. I'm just like, ugh. It's weird how it's starting to make sense. It really is. Like it's fascinating, but at the same time it's just like, fuck, man. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys got what I was saying. That's all I really got to say. I don't want to waste too much time, because when you guys are seeing this, I'll probably already be in Colorado, or just arrived in Colorado, because we're going to be driving and whatnot. And I also got other videos I need to put out for the future for you guys. So I'm going to be in Colorado for a bit, so I need to get on that. So I won't make this one too long for you guys. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys got the meaning of this video. Again, I'm in a weird spot. Really am. But I feel like it's all starting to make sense. That since I'm becoming more open to it now, and that maybe life will start coming around for the better for me. No one else in my life, you know, or everyone else that's struggling. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys got what I was talking about, and I'm in a weird spot, but, you know, maybe it's going to... Maybe the light at the end of the tunnel is closer than we think it is, you know? So, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I love the hell out of you guys. Hope you guys got something out of this video, because, you know... To just take some of what I said into consideration. Like, I guess what I can encourage you guys is, you know, I know like people are skeptical about like spiritual stuff, but just like be open to like the world, you know, try to be open to it, because I feel like the universe is willing to talk to us if we're willing to talk to them, kind of thing. And I'm not talking about real religious stuff, you know, like God, Jesus, because I'm a little skeptical about that stuff myself. But as far as the universe goes, I feel like, you know, that's beneficial for anybody. Because I know religious stuff can be controversial, but, you know, I don't know. But anyways, guys, who enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you take anything from this video, just know, maybe try to open yourself up to the universe a little bit, you know? Maybe talk to a professional, you know, not like a therapist, but someone who does card readings, you know, and any questions you may have. I know it might cost money, or if you want to teach yourself, because that's what my sister did. She taught herself how to do that with card readings. So yeah, so anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy my shot, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna start repeating myself. I just really hope you guys get what I'm saying, because I feel like if you guys get what I'm saying, I feel like, you know, I did my part with these kinds of videos. So love the hell you guys. I'm excited to be in Colorado and be with the guys once again. We'll make so many videos for you guys. And I'm super excited, because it's going to be like old times again, and it's just going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are excited as well. And we guys look forward to that, like I'm looking forward to it. So, love you guys. One last time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more gaming content, and I hope you guys are having an amazing summer. Stay tuned for the podcast, as always. We're like over 70 episodes now. It's fucking crazy. And I love the hell you guys, I really do. And till next time, till next time I make one of these kinds of videos, I'll see you guys then. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, peeps. Love y'all. Be well. Take care of yourselves and have an awesome summer. Love y'all.